yeah, Paulie. Do you recall anything off the top of your head, or did you ever fight in a fight that they did have the 3 knockdown rule?
I mean, it's not coming off the top of my head. I feel like I've seen fights with a 3 knockdown rule, but off the top of my head, I'm not.
None of your fights that you recall?
I mean, they would never 3 knockdowns in any of my rounds that I fought.
So you gotta stop it.
I don't even remember.
You stop fucking Sinchenko.
But most of the time, I think if there was 3 knockdowns in a round, even if there wasn't a 3 knockdown rule, I would figure they would be stopping the fight. But then again, it's Marquez versus Pacquiao, right? And honestly, I haven't been with David the last couple of days. He's not really like, oh, God, I'm going against Canelo. You know what I mean?
He's picking Canelo.
David's kind of chilling, man. Yeah. So I don't want anybody over in the chats to think like, or there's a lot of tension.
Yeah.
David is here and trying to fight Canelo, and Canelo is fighting. You know, it's not like that. It hasn't been like that all week. I'm telling you.
If anything, I want Canelo to win, so we can still get the fight.
Exactly.
If he loses, then he's gonna fight.
That begs the question, though. Do you have a better chance of getting Canelo if he wins or loses? Because I feel like if he wins, they're talking about this Usyk thing, and it's like, does he get?
Usyk
does it then just go out of control with the bigger weight classes?
But if he loses, then why would he turn around and fight David though?
Not David right away, but it keeps him lower. Keeps him saying, basically it stamps to him like, all right, I can't mess with these bigger guys. I got to stick around my own weight classes, you know?
Yeah, I don't want that for David though. Don't you think, David? It takes out some of the steam if someone else beats him before.
Yeah,
you.
But if he wins and he keeps going up in weight, you may never see him at a lower weight class. You know,
but it's what you said yesterday. David's young enough that he's gonna
wait him out. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Paulie, what do you think? We got Bivol, the champion, in this fight, making the ring walk first. Some people don't think much on it. Some people do.
I don't like it, but Mayweather started it first. You know, like, and I didn't agree with it when Mayweather would do it either. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think like Ray Leonard used to come in second. First even when he was the bigger name, but he was the challenger. I mean, even late when he had his comebacks and stuff. You know, I think when he fought Terry Norris, didn't he come in first and Norris was the champion? I don't even.
Almanac.
No, I definitely don't remember the order of the ring walk for that fight.
But what I'm saying is, I feel like that started with Mayweather, where it doesn't matter if you're the champion or not. Mayweather's the bigger name, and you have to walk in first. I'm personally one that agrees with just boxing. The boxing standard, the boxing history, and the respect is what it is. So even if you're a bigger name, the champion should walk in second. So I don't agree with this, but I can't blame Canelo for it because he didn't start it.
Yeah, I think Bivol agreed to this in negotiations. It's like,
you have no choice.
I want the fight.
You either agree to it or you don't get the fight.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is, I don't feel like anybody should be bigger than the sport. You know, so once you start changing things that are culturally with the sport, I feel like you're starting to make yourself bigger than the sport. And who, you know, you may think you are, but I personally don't think anybody should ever feel that way. I think the sport gives to us all and takes from us all at times too.
David, do you care if you walk out first or second if you get the Canelo fight?
Well, I mean, he'd be the champion when he fights because he has a belt. So I mean, I definitely would have to walk in first.
And your opinion on today? The champion is walking out first.
Well, I mean, I'm on Paulie's side too, where he says that you should still respect boxing, you know, no matter what, and the champion should be walking second.
Yeah, to a smaller degree. My last pro fight, I fought Sam Egginton, and it was for a regional WBC title. They asked me if I wanted to walk in second. I'm like, no, I'll walk in first. He got the belt. I mean, it was not a big belt, but I just felt like I want to keep it 100 with boxing. You know what I mean? Like, that's fine.
Don't mess up my scale.
Funny, bro. My last fight, I thought I was on weight because I had the same thing. I had the fucking scale, and I was 168. I'm like, all right, cool. And then the day of the weigh-in, I go like, let me just go check the official scale, see if I'm good, and I thought everything was gonna be good. I weighed 172. Like,
whoa!
Like I had like 3 hours to lose weight.
I was pissed. But I knew this scale. I had checked the scale with. I had this for years, man. I had this scale for years where I had checked it. I knew it was on point, so I knew it was good. And honestly, I would yell at my team like, do not drop it, do not kick it, do not because you know anything could just shift the scale and
the calibration.
Put it off. Yeah,
the calibration.
Do not mess with it, man. We were that thing was the most taken care of thing in my whole team. You know, what's the scale? But it never let me down. I always knew what I weighed. I mean, for me, my day was Jimmy Lennon and Michael Buffer. When I would hear them say it's showtime or let's get ready to rumble and I'm in the ring, I would always take myself back to like being a kid and hearing them and like, I can't believe like I'm in the ring now. These guys are saying the catchphrases, you know?
Right.
Like, but when it first happened, I was like, yo, I made it, you know? Like, but now as your career goes on, you know, you're kind of used to it, you know. you do feel like you're the shit, you know, when you hear it. But you know, it's like it's your moment, you know. It's like, man, I'm in this moment, you know. I'm living this.
David, you're still young, but you've been obviously in those big fights. So are you used to it by now, or does it still hit you?
Yeah, I'm used to it now. Obviously, I feel like Paulie has more experience in the bigger fights like that, so I don't feel like I've really made it to that point yet. But now I could really control the crowd. You know, I'm used to it now. I don't really get it's not that I'm not excited. I'm just focused. But as soon as they hear it, I honestly, as soon as I walk out from the dressing room, it's like something clicks, and you're like, a switch gets changed in you, and you're just ready to do what you trained for the whole training camp. What I would like to see, somebody try to hit Canelo's arms the same way he does to everybody else.
You mean punch the biceps or shoulder? Oh, good combination punch by Bivol. A lot of that blocked by Canelo, but again, keeping Canelo busy, forcing his hands up.
And that's the thing. Why are we going to talk about what's blocked by Canelo? We're going to talk about the right hooks to the arm, hooks to the arm of Canelo to Bivol. Like, is Bivol not blocking those? I mean, what are we going to do? Where are we going here? We're gonna look at the punches do different ways.
No, because we know that's Canelo's MO, right?
Right. It worked against the guy who was stationary. You hear the guy on the arm. Oh, that's a good shot at the bell.
Uppercut at the bell.
I think Paulie's trying to say that you.
Well, I am biased. Look at my headband.
It works against stationary guys. Like, if you don't even if you're rolling with the hooks to the arms, you're gonna kind of. I mean, listen, don't take it from me. He'll tell you the power of Canelo. You spot him? You said
I've never
oh, okay. I thought which one was the one that you said you felt? Golovkin. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So count. But again, I feel like if you're rolling with the shots a little bit, like, I don't know, I fought some pretty good punches. I never ever felt a discomfort in my arms. Like, if you're going with the right,
never had no one attack your bicep either.
Bro, Cotto and Hatton were good body punches, bro.
Yeah, but
you know
this guy is attacking the bicep. Who's attacking
him? What kind of a game plan? Yo, attack his bicep. Who plans to attack the bicep, bro? That's not a game plan.
Where is the right hand landing?
That's not a game plan,
but
bro.
Where in the first round, where did it land?
He wasn't even rolling with the shots.
Forget Callum Smith. This fight, where was he shooting the right hand? Where was it landing?
You know what he's doing, bro? He's throwing it around the side so he can cock the hook, bro. That's what he always does. He always cocks his hook with his right side.
Paulie, do you think
he cocks his left hook by doing this and whipping it? Cotto did that,
so
and Canelo does that too. Yeah, what he's doing.
Do you think it's smart of Canelo to start as active as he has started? You know, he's typically.
I'm not against it, honestly, because I feel like Bivol's usually a pretty active guy, so I feel like Canelo's trying to take the play away from him.
Good jab by Canelo.
I don't think that's a bad idea, personally.
I'm loving Bivol. He's really jabbing a lot. I like it.
But I like that Canelo also is trying to take the play away from him by starting faster, because I feel like Bivol is a guy who's busy most of the time, and that was one of the things I was worried about in terms of, can Canelo handle the pace of Bivol? You know, everybody talks about he's going to hurt Bivol, but can he handle the pace of Bivol? Canelo has come out looking to set a pace on his own, though Bivol now is starting to set that fast pace in the second round. But you can acknowledge when it's a good shot or when it's not a good shot. That one he threw around the arm.
Nice.
He's doing a head.
Another one.
He's looking to throw right hands around the guard.
I hate that right there. What's your thoughts on fucking touching gloves after every round?
I'm not crazy about it.
Me neither, bro. I'm not the fighter, but come on, bro. It's a competition. Touch them gloves after the 12th.
All right, so what do you think about fucking Caleb Plant trying to
talk? Bro, did you see my interview?
Bro, it's a good fight, huh? Am I good?
I said hello to Caleb Plant. You know, your amazing fight. And the first thing I said, look, everybody wants to know why the fuck you was asking questions in the 9th round. Like you make it to the 9th and you're asking why?
I thought he was like, oh, what if I try to be cool with him mid-fight? Maybe he won't knock me out.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
He said he was being sarcastic, because I'm like, why would you ask him that? He was like, you think I was really asking him? It was sarcasm. I'm like,
no, I think he was feeling those body shots, and he was like, maybe if I'll be nice, he'll take it a little easier. That's what it came up.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
David said that's exactly what I thought.
There's a reason he ain't throwing it, Paulie.
Yeah, he just counter.
He just whipped Canelo with that jab the last 20 seconds from the round. Consistency with the jab, I feel like, is a key to Canelo.
Yeah. At
least frustrating him. He gets hit from good jabbers.
So is the fight living up to your expectations, David?
I mean, it's going exactly the way I thought it was gonna go. I think Bivol, if he keeps doing what he was doing now, maybe throwing a couple, setting him up with the jabs, and then when he has his back on the ropes, throw more combinations, or just try to go for a fucking home run punch. Try to do something. Because the way he's fighting that, if he keeps fighting like how he's letting Canelo walk him down, he's gonna get knocked out.
Halfway through, Paulie, and it seems like half the people who have voted are
See, there
saying
you go. That's a good right hand.
That's a good combination.
No, we might have written off Bivol too soon. Man.
Uh-oh.
Last round he had a good round, and this round he's
Maybe
having
he was conserving energy for the end, giving away the early hand.
Now
the early
Canelo
rounds.
has to throw punches, not just come forward. You know, a lot of times hey, we go now.
but
because Canelo's not an active guy, man. If Canelo starts to get active, is he gonna punch himself out?
But like, look at his body language though. Canelo looks more tired than usual.
he does.
He was throwing a lot of big shots in the beginning. And that's why I'm saying if Bivol was probably just trying to catch his timing, trying to see what he's going to come through, catch his rhythm.
And I don't think, I think Bivol may have felt a body shot or two, but I don't think Bivol has crazy respect for Canelo's power. I think he's backing up, trying to measure distance.
Oh!
Good right hand.
Nice right hand.
Canelo tried to time it though. So you got to start using your feints.
That like tap me in vibe, like feeling David when you're watching fights against.
Definitely right now.
Nah,
Like tap me in
For this fight, come on.
Put me in, coach.
nah, I'm not even lying to you. Like, it's not even only with Canelo fight or another fighter in my weight class. Sometimes I'll be watching fights and you feel like you're in there and then you
He's like, tap me in, man.
you see a punch coming, you go back like, oh shit, I'm tripping.
When I fought Sinchenko, there was a replay in between rounds where it showed Holyfield like.
Yeah.
So Holyfield was at that fight.
You know who does that really good, who keeps the range like that? Shakur Stevens.
Yeah,
Double.
Stevenson, yep.
And then he puts the
Especially
hand on
he's so
top.
tall for the weights right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Paulie, you might be right. Bivol's starting to come forward more.
And if you press Canelo, he's uncomfortable having to be busy. Like I've never seen him get that busy. Even when he was walking Golovkin down, for example, he's walking him down, but he wasn't busy punching. You know what I mean? So at a certain point, you got to get busy punching if the other guy's throwing the punches.
Well, you know, Canelo respects Bivol's power too, because if you can see, he's not throwing not too much body shots either.
You're right. He went away from that.
Yeah.
You're right. Maybe Bivol got his attention with one of those right hands. You're right. Good observation, David.
Why do you think Canelo didn't use the jab as much in this fight?
I don't think Canelo uses the jab that often.
No, he doesn't.
And when he does, he never steps in with it, which he would have needed a step-in jab in this fight in order to cut the gap.
And I feel
Bivol
like,
doubled up that left hook. He started at the bottom.
I feel like Canelo in his head too, he just thinks he's too strong for everybody, that he'll hurt anybody he touches, but he doesn't need anything besides his hooks.
Guys are just not going to be willing to dig in as much.
What do you think his corner's telling him?
Bivol has the timing on the right hand hook to the arm every time. There's another example of it. Every single replay, the last bunch of rounds has been Bivol reacting to that right hook.
And then isn't that what I said in the beginning? He's probably just trying to find his timing, catch his rhythm. He found it.
You think this performance has anything to do with the 436 rounds box? Is he just? I mean, he's been fighting since 15.
No, I think he could beat a lot of good fighters. I just think that, you know, if you put him in a position where he's got to make a choice, he's already been great for a long time, and he's just not gonna dig in like he needs to. You know what I mean?
Let's see how this round goes. He's putting
he did come out with some aggressiveness here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you think his corner's telling him?
And he usually gets the stoppage in 11.
I want to hear what the scorecards are, not just who wins it. Even if they give it to Bivol, if they give it to Bivol by like 2 points, it's still disgraceful, bro.
Let's go.
It's gonna be a 10-2 fight on my card, the way it is.
Oh. Damn.
As of 1 minute ago, Jamal Charlo said OMFG.
That's
on
right.
Twitter.
I knew it.
Check Errol Spencer's Twitter too.
Yes.
Since he was on
and
there.
Crawford, they all be Twitter fingers.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Bro, what
Canelo
are you
again.
doing,
Canelo,
bro?
no urgency. He's, I tell you.
Yo,
I
Danny's
saw this-
tight.
I saw
Look
this
at Danny's face.
I saw this 4 rounds
Bro,
ago.
no, but
You're all right, bro. You got the
Paulie's
Canelo headband on your head. What are you
Bro,
talking about?
I'm not
Get
mad.
the fuck out
But
of
I'm
here.
not mad. I'm not mad.
Fucking shit to Danny. Look
No,
at that headband on
no,
your head.
but Paulie's right, bro. That's what I'm complaining about, bro. Paulie's right, my boy. You dancing around like, what the fuck you doing, bro?
Too
Bite
much money.
down.
Too much money.
Bite down. Like, I don't give a
Here
fuck.
we go. He
Bite
biting.
down. Bro, 20 seconds left. Come on, bite the fuck down.
I basically predicted tonight Bivol getting robbed. That was my prediction essentially on my YouTube channel.
On the Clase Azul, Canelo body language says it all. Let's go, Bivol. I win 2,800. Damn. I got Oscar with the 199. He says they better not rob Bivol.
Yeah, that was my prediction. Controversial decision for Canelo.
He gave a fight like here.
Let's see.
Go on to the judges' scorecards.
Unanimous. 7-5.
Wow, it's close. What the fuck? Oh, they gave it to him. Oh, shit.
That's the right decision.
Yo, you see what Canelo did?
He shook his head.
No, he went like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He said shoot, so I guess he don't want his fans to boo him. Damn, that's crazy. They gave it to him, yo.
No, they didn't give it to him. He won that fight.
Yeah, but you know it's hard. It's hard to get a fucking decision.
They tried to rob him, though. They gave that guy.
Yeah, 115, 113.
The board, bro. That was not a
But still, at least he got unanimous.
But you got to win 10 rounds to get 7 rounds.
That was actually really surprising. Unanimous. Oh shit!
But it was all
unanimous.
It was all 7-5.
Yeah.
Usually split decision when it's fights like this.
Hell
But David,
yeah.
that's good though, right?
Yeah.
That's good that boxing won tonight with the right decision.
Yeah, but
He deserved it.
but the problem is if Bivol doesn't close after all the work he did, if Bivol doesn't have a big 12 round, he gets a draw. And
No, I
Canelo,
agree.
you see how many chances Canelo had to win to get back into the fight because of the generosity of the judges and his laziness or his lack of
Yo,
urgency.
look at
No.
He's in the ring saying, no problem.
It's the same
no
thing.
problem.
It's the same
Too much
thing.
money.
It's the same thing we saw last year. It was fucking sad. But Josh Taylor had to get 2 knockdowns to barely get a decision against Ramirez when he clearly won that fight too.
Yeah.
So you know it's sad, but at least the right guy won.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know the right
Canelo
guy.
dared to be great. Okay.
But Canelo, had he put some mustard in the 12th round, he would have got a draw, bro.
Bro, yeah, no, and that's what bothers me is you pointed it out and it was true. He just didn't bite down. He didn't dare to be great. Like people to this day give Deontay Wilder, no pun intended, a hard time because of what he said in the second fight. But you know what? In the third fight, at least he bit the fuck down. He gave his effort, and you know what? He did what he did.
Fought his way through, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but Canelo had the wrong game plan for the beginning too. I mean, obviously he's been looking great his last fights, but he just came in just trying to knock him out, throwing big hooks and all that. That shit don't work for everybody.
But David, that's what I'm saying. But even though that didn't work, at the end of the day, as a fighter, Paulie, I'm sure you can attest, and David, you haven't been in a situation yet. But bro, if you're down, you're not gonna try to win. Come on, man.
Especially a fight like
but
that.
I told you what that is. That is years in and years out of multi-million-dollar paydays, constantly.
So you think the hunger's gone?
If he's winning the fight easily, okay. But if he's got put in this position, having to bite down when you got
And
that
be
kind of bank account,
uncomfortable.
when you have that kind of bank account, and when you've already created a bit of a legacy, you know it's hard to bite down and be uncomfortable in this kind of fight. You know, you have the advantage, okay, and that's why it's hard. Caleb and Saunders. Again, it's a different level with this guy mentally. This was all a mental decision from Bivol. He wouldn't give in. He was gonna stay in his face, and that's what it is. You gotta put that in that. And this guy would be the same thing. I'm telling you, because when you're young, you have that mentality. And fighting a younger, hungrier fighter, you have that younger, hungrier fighter is gonna put you in those positions. There's a reason I think they didn't choose to fight this guy.
I've been saying that time and time again too. Once you get a young, hungry fighter that's strong, that stands his ground too, that's the type of result you're gonna get against Canelo. Because Canelo, he's not comfortable with the people that are throwing big shots at him. You could tell from the Golovkin fight, both of them, and now this one too. No, this guy, he was not gonna lose. I mean, he got hit with some good shots, but you know, he put it all on the line and it worked out.
And he was too busy. Again, I was one of my question marks for this fight. Canelo doesn't like to fight at a busy pace. Bivol tends to fight at a very busy pace. So how are you going to negotiate the rounds when that happens? Well, we watched it. He didn't negotiate the rounds. He let it happen.
So David, what about what Nika says? She just said, well, Canelo dared to be great. Would the fight fans, the journalists, are they going to give him a pass because he dared to be great? He moved up again, attempting to be.
I mean, I feel like he just got beat by the better man today. That's all it was. I mean, I don't think he's fucking trash. You know, I think he got beat by the better man, the hungrier man tonight, and I feel like he's still gonna be in great fights.
Bro, I'm not a fighter. I'm not discrediting him. It's just like, come on, bro. Like, that's what I wanted to see. Like, to me, this was his moment to show, like, fuck what the other people been saying that don't give him credit for his accomplishments. Like, I'm really a Mexican fighter. Like, you know.
That's the thing about how you can't compare Canelo to Mayweather, because Mayweather, when they put fights on him like this, like when Maidana came with him the first time, Maidana was putting it on him. He brought that dog out in him. Mayweather always brought the dog out of him, even though he wasn't knocking people out like how Canelo was. But this dude, he always came back when the situation got tough. Mayweather always put all on the line.
I want to see what everybody says now. Everybody was.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here.
Everybody was dick riding
Thank you,
Canelo
David.
here on the panel.
David,
I want to hear the panel now.
Appreciate it, champ.
Champ.
May 21st, Phoenix, Arizona. Showtime. David Benavidez, David Lemieux. Make sure to tune in. Paulie, we do thank you as well, brother.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys. Thanks for having me.
All right.
It's been real.
It's been real.
Appreciate it, Paulie.
Fucking headband.
Canelo.